What's going on, fellas? It's Jordan back today with another video. And in today's video, we're going to take a quick look at XRP and see what it's doing on the short term, the medium term, and the long term time frame charts. If that sounds good to you guys, make sure you stick around for the entire video. We're also going to take a look at Bitcoin at the end of this video to see what is going on with Bitcoin. Now let's jump right on in to the video. As we jump right on in to the 4-hour chart for XRP, as you guys can see, we're just in this ascending triangle that has been bouncing around ever since the mid of September. So about a month so far, this pattern has been going on. And this apex is about the 24th of October. So we have about 10 days until the apex of this ascending triangle actually plays out. Now, as you guys can see, we've gotten multiple touches on the top here, right? We got one touch here, one touch here, one touch here, and one touch here. For 4 touches on the top. We've also gotten 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, and now we're getting a nice little bounce off of it again for the 4th time. So 4 touches on each side, which is absolutely huge, right? So as you guys can see, that's absolutely huge. And we're also building great support on this green box here, which is huge, right? This was our old resistance right back here, and now we're flipping it as support once, twice, and now we're getting a nice little bounce off the same area for the 3rd time. So we could come get a little bit lower as we're not getting a perfect bounce off the triangle now, but we could just adjust the triangle up as well. So, depending on how you want to draw it, you could draw it like this. We are getting a nice bounce off that triangle now. Not as big of a bounce as I want to see, but it always doesn't play out right after like you get a bounce. You might just hug it, right? Hug this green line for a little bit and then go up and retest the top of this triangle, right? So that's kind of the short-term outlook that I want to look on for XRP today. We're going to look at the medium-term time frame next, and that is on the daily chart. So on the daily chart, this accumulation pattern that we're in, or downside pattern, is looking exactly like the last accumulation period that we had for XRP back between like 30th of April to like the end of July. If you guys remember that time period, it was absolutely crazy. Like, I was so bored of crypto during that time. It was like a 3-month period. Everyone was like going dead. Like Reddit was like completely dead. YouTube was completely dead. So people were doing like the exact same thing that's happening now, right? Reddit is dead right now. YouTube is down in views. Everything's going on. And this is when we usually get entire pump. And it's exactly right here where I got really bored. And then all of a sudden we shot up. So this is going to be time where very, very soon, we're going to get a massive move, and it's going to happen out of nowhere when everyone loses interest, and then everyone's going to try to buy the top. So get in before that happens, right, guys? So as you guys can see last time, we got this exact accumulation pattern. This is the last one here, and this is our current one here. So you guys can see the similarities already. We got this double top here on this last one, where we got 2 touches here, 1 double top. Same thing here. We got a double top back here, and this current one, right, double top here. And then we fell back down, created a bottom, and then we came back up and retested that red line again as this 3rd red box here. Same thing here. We came back down, retested the red line again here, and then we came back down and kind of made a rounded bottom before breaking the red line here. Same thing here. We came back down, made a rounded bottom before breaking that red line, and these 2 orange boxes is where I think we are currently. And this is where I think we were according to the last accumulation pattern on the midterm time frame. So what we could be doing if this plays exactly like this last one, right, is if we take where we are now to what happened before, it could be playing out something like this, where we're kind of just going to hug this red line a little bit. We're going to see a little bit lower price action, maybe retest the top of this little thing here. And then we're going to hit this red line a little bit and then get a massive pump, just like we did the last time. That's kind of what I see playing out. I don't think we're going to bounce right off of this red line and confirm it as support right away. I think we're going to kind of hug it just like we did back here. But this would make perfect sense for me, and this would lead us all the way back up to about this 40-cent mark. Is a pretty good area. We've had some resistance here and support on it back here. So that area kind of makes sense. But that's kind of what I see in the medium-term time frame happening, at least another about 2 weeks of accumulation or downwards price action. Nothing crazy, which kind of correlates exactly with this apex at about the 24th of October, which is about 10 days away. So look out for that, guys. And on the long-term time frame, so this is what I like to spend the majority, if I can actually speak today, of the video talking about, because at the end of the day, the long-term time frame is what matters for all these coins. And that's, I'm an investor. I'm not really a trader, right? I do some trades, but I'm more of an investor in a long-term outlook kind of person. So if you guys like those kind of videos, this is a kind of video for you, right? Because I talk about these coins every single day and give you guys what I think is going to happen in the long term, right? So as you guys can see, in the last bull market, we had this downward resistance line come in here, right? Multiple touches on it as resistance. And then we finally broke above it and kind of rid along this line, just like we kind of did on the medium term time frame, just in a larger scale, right? So as you guys can see, we kind of rid this line multiple times. And then we got a major bounce to the upside once we broke this red box, right? This red box was our resistance as we were riding this old resistance turned as new support. Same thing we're happening now, guys. So this purple line now was our resistance all the way in the bear market, right? And then we finally broke it, which is extremely bullish. And now we're getting resistance at this top here, just like we did down here, right? What a coincidence. I don't think so. So if we take our bars pattern, again, what I think was going to happen now, which I think we're right about at this point, right? And, I won't do the whole thing, but I think something like this is what's going to happen in kind of the longer time frame, right? Which kind of lines up, kind of odd how I drew that up, and it kind of pointed right to the all-time high. But as you guys can see, this is what I kind of see happening in the longer term time frame, right? So until about the end of this year or about the next 2 months, I think we could be riding this and kind of bouncing up and down, right? Until we finally get that major pump right at the end of the year, where it brings us to new all-time highs. So as you guys can see, this kind of would be very similar to us pumping up to that 40-cent mark towards like end of October to November, kind of the same time period, and then absolutely blasting off, just like we did all the way back here during this fractal. So that's kind of the short term, the medium term, and the long term time frame charts for XRP. Now, like I want to do in all the end of my videos, is kind of look at the Bitcoin chart and see what's going on, because you guys know what Bitcoin does is what most of the time these altcoins do, at least in the short term, right? So we do have alt seasons sometimes, but most of the time Bitcoin leads these altcoins. So as we take a look here, guys, Bitcoin, in my opinion, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, but in my opinion, we're kind of just might be in this bear flag. So I know that sounds bearish. I'm a huge believer in Bitcoin in the medium and long term, but short term, we could be seeing a little bit down on price action, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we absolutely just blast off and break 12K, tomorrow, right? Either way, I wouldn't be surprised, because Bitcoin does what Bitcoin does, right? So what I see happening here is we're just kind of in this bear flag or ascending channel, whatever you want to call it, whatever your cup of tea is for that kind of pattern, right? So right now we're getting big support on this green box, which is big because this was our support back here on 12K, and also our resistance back here before we got up to 12K, which I think is huge, right? We're holding this. This is extremely bullish as long as we stay above this 11,300 to about 11,400. That is huge. As long as we stay in that zone, I'm still bullish. But if we do break this and we come back down, I do want to see us get support at least this local high here. And if we don't, we're going to come back down and retest the bottom of this channel, right? So, but I actually wouldn't be surprised if we get a bounce off. We might consolidate on this and just come back up and break it, right? I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, right? Excuse my language. But I have also my two kind of breakouts. So as long as we're in this channel, we're going to go up and down, right? But my two breakouts here is, if we do break out to the upside, I see about 13K as our next major resistance. That's not going to be where we shoot straight up to 13K. We might shoot straight up to 12K. kind of dribble around for a little bit and then go up to 13K. But I think at the end of the day, if we do break out of this channel, 13K is my upwards resistance. And if we break down from this channel, I think about 9K is our support, right? Because we already tested this about $10,000 level here, and we already got a test. So naturally, I think we probably come back down, dribble over here for a little bit, and then come back down and retest the 9K area, and then get a nice little bounce. But that's kind of what I see in the long-term time frame for Bitcoin. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to press that like button down below, and also subscribe if you watch my videos every day. I know a lot of you guys do, and you haven't subscribed yet. So subscribe, press that notification bell so you guys get notifications of all my videos coming out every single day, except Mondays, because I skip Monday because I don't like to upload videos on Monday because I'm super busy. But I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Guys, don't forget, do something today that's going to improve your life. Don't stare at the charts all day. It's not going to change what the price does. It's not going to make it go up. It's not going to make it go down. It's not going to make it go sideways. It's going to do whatever it wants to do, whether you're going out improving your life, going to meet new people, doing whatever you want to do, or you're staring at the charts. So I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.